YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Noel Blends. We are back at it again with another haircut tutorial. We are going to be doing a mid-burst taper with the mullet on him. He is growing out the back. He does want to go for that mullet look. I'm going to show you guys step by step on what I do to achieve this type of look. So the first thing you want to do is start off by wetting his hair, making it real nice and damp. That way we can control his hair a lot better. We are going to be doing a little horseshoe part. That way we can do a little bit of gradual blending. As you guys can see, I'm just doing it on his parietal ridge, and we're just pulling out the hair and just trimming it down. We do not want to cut too much. We want some weight on his sides, but we ain't really going to trim the top. We're just going to do a little bit of gradual blending. And right here, I did add a little bit of hair serum. We put a little bit in his hair just so it could protect it from heat damage. But right here, we're just going to dry it up a little pre-style. Nothing crazy. It doesn't have to be perfect. I usually cut the top first. That way I create shape and get more of an idea where my blend's going to be at. This allows me to create an image in my head where I can see and picture the fade where it's going to be at. But you do not always have to trim the top at first, whatever you're more comfortable with. But this has helped me in my barber career to really help me understand the hair and the hair patterns. So as you guys can see, we did debulk with the number 2 just to... I always just start off by debulking a little bit. That way I can, it's always going to cut a little bit. That way I can see exactly where my blend's going to be at. But with the number 2, I usually debulk and just go straight up with it, not really creating no guideline. But you do got to be careful with this type of hair texture. It wants to grow everywhere. It wants to go backwards, frontwards, up, everything. It's really tricky. So in this video, you will be seeing, or this tutorial, you will be seeing me detail a lot. As you guys can see, we did set it in our first initial bald guideline. It is going to be a mid taper, but his hair is like I said, you just have to work it. Not all my clients have hairs. I have old people as well in my chair, different type of hair textures. I don't just do a bunch of crazy fades. So right here, we're going in with our half guard, lever fully closed, and we're going to create about a 1/2 inch guideline. Just make sure the blade's flat. You do want to be careful with this step because you can push it up, especially with this hair texture. As you guys can see, I'm going against the grain upwards. It's really tricky. Just make sure you guys, whenever you get some type of hair texture like this, just play it safe. Do not go super high with it. That's why you want to create that 1/2 inch guideline. That way you don't push it up super high, and just create a nice smooth blend. So next, what you want to do is go in with your Oster fast feeds or whatever clipper you got, lever fully closed, and we're just going to break that first initial bald guideline we created. I usually just open it about a quarter and it's going to come right out. But these Oster fast feeds do have the ceramic blade, so it makes it a lot easier for me to take out the bottom line. Right here, I'm just using my 0 gap trimmers, making sure I get every little stubble that my clipper missed. So now what you want to do is grab your 1.5 guard, lever fully closed, and create about another inch guideline. With this hair texture, it was super difficult. I couldn't really see the guideline I was creating. As you guys can see, the hair just wants to go everywhere. When you go straight up with it, you want to go against the grain as well, whichever direction it's growing. So I couldn't really see the guideline that I was creating. I just like to imagine like me setting it in. You gotta use your imagination sometimes and just follow the same motion. As you guys can see, I'm doing that circular motion. Right here is the 1 guard lever fully open, and we're gonna start to sandwich the blend. Basically, I put my 1 guard lever fully open right where the 1.5 guard was, and now we're starting to close it and sandwich the blend. As you guys can see, I had closed it halfway and went a little bit lower, and then I fully close it, and I'm taking out the middle ghost line, the remaining ghost line. It might not come out completely, but that's where we're gonna jump to our 1/2 guard right here, lever fully closed, and we're just gonna attack the little dark spots. Like I told you guys, this haircut was super difficult. I had to just work it and keep detailing, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but it's gonna show you like how much I detailed. It was quite a bit. I usually don't detail a lot with these steps because everything just falls into place on its own, but this one was a little tricky. So now once we got our blend going right here, I did jump to my 1.5 guard, lever fully open, and then I close it about one little notch, just about a quarter, and we're just detailing right here at this point. We're really basically just trying to connect the bulk with the blend in the bottom. But you guys can see, I felt like I was just pushing it up. I'm just jumping around. I'm detailing at this point. I'm just detailing all this, any little dark spot. Every time I kept brushing the hair down, I'd see another little dark spot, and I felt like I was pushing it up. But sometimes, like with these blends, you just gotta work it and just basically focus on trying to connect everything, all the little dark spots. As you guys can see right here, I'm just trying to brush it in the way it's supposed to be laying down. It was super difficult, but we did add a little bit of hairspray just to lock in the hairs on his lineup. We do want to give him some baby C cups. Ain't nothing too crazy, just some sunlight. Doesn't gotta go super crazy on the C cups. I did add a little bit of enhancement just to give it a little extra pop. My client likes it, so as you guys can see, we did add a little bit, and we just hit him with the razor. Just make sure you stretch the skin when using the razor, that way you don't irritate your client. And then I did add a little bit of white pencil just so it can give it an extra pop again. Like I said, this is my client's request. He likes it. As you guys can see, I'm going back and just keep detailing because I just didn't like the way this blend was setting up. But eventually I did get it, and it came out super dope. I got it as best as I could, and I hope these steps do really help you guys. And in some cases, like I said, not everybody has the best hair, the nicest scalp to make that fade pop, but just got to work with what you have and just try to give your client the best haircut possible. So we are going to give the mullet. Like I said, we are going to clean it up a little bit. He wants it more natural in the back. I told him we could just clean it up on the sides. That way it's not looking too crazy. And as you guys can see, it just gives it an extra pop, giving him a lineup in the back and just cleaning around his ears. Making sure you get all those little hairs around the ears. That's the worst thing possible, is when your client goes home, they still have a bunch of little baby hairs. You do not want to do that, because I guarantee you they'll find a different barber eventually. So right here we are going to be doing his beard, just fading it in. I did fast forward it a little bit because I couldn't get the right angles, when I was recording, but for the most part I got some of it. As you guys can see, I wish I would have got where I hit him with the lineup a little bit better, but eventually I will have a more depth tutorial on the beard, on how to do it. On the beard, I do use different steps. It's not the same ones I use for the tapers and my fades. I do open, basically no guard and one guard open, just because we're fading down and it's a little bit easier than to do it all closed, in my opinion. But like I said, I will have an in-depth tutorial with the beard on how to do it exactly, and I'll get some good angles for you guys. Like I said, I am also back every week. I'm dropping every Monday for you guys. If possible, I'm gonna try to drop on Thursdays or Fridays as well, at least 2 videos a week. But I'm really trying to show you guys how to do all these steps, or these haircuts with these steps, because I truly believe these steps are probably the easiest and the smoothest blends come out with them. So I really hope you guys get some knowledge from this, and I hope you guys just like the haircut in general. I am dropping every Monday for you guys. I'm shooting to drop 2 videos a week, but for now I am dropping every Monday for sure. I just moved to a new barbershop in Bernie, Texas, so I'm in the process of building clientele, but once I get it going, I know I will be able to drop 2 videos a week. So as you guys can see, this was how my client came in. This is how he sat in my chair, and this is what I came up with. I think the haircut came out super dope, super clean. It was a little bit tricky, I ain't even gonna lie to you guys, but we got her done. We got the fade, we got the lineup, we got the beard going, the nice fade in the beard. If you guys got some knowledge from this tutorial, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, that way you guys get alerted every time I drop a new video. I am dropping weekly. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, at Noel Blends. DM me if you guys have any questions or anything, leave a comment. Other than that, it's your boy Noel Blends, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.